Hey good people, and welcome back to the channel. Earlier today, I just finished watching a movie on Tubi called Cons and Cougars, and if I had to rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a solid 6.5. I truly enjoyed the direction and production for this movie, but there were a few things about the movie that I wasn't really feeling. So over the course of this review, I'll give a brief summary of the movie, I'll talk about some of the things that I liked, as well as some of the things that I did not like about the movie. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. The movie Cons and Cougars primarily follows two characters, the con artist Montez and the cougar Jackie. Montez is a handyman of sorts who visits the homes of elderly women to do whatever handy jobs they needed done. If the cougar customers need a little extra work, such as pipe laying or pipe cleaning, then it costs an additional $500, and Montez is more than happy to deliver his services to the customer's satisfaction. But there are a few issues with Montez's approach to getting women. 1. Montez does not have any moral code. He will sleep with married women and sleep with his friend's mother as long as the money's right. 2. Montez already has somebody who considers themselves to be his girlfriend, and she is crazy. And 3. Montez doesn't mind telling women lies if it means getting him money or sex. When we're first introduced to the character Jackie, one of Jackie's friends told her that her boyfriend was at the shadow bar cheating on her, and dumps him after learning that he was indeed cheating on her. Jackie then vows to get her groove back and to be back on the prowl for men who can give her that good old pickle tickle to her satisfaction. Montez and Jackie happen to meet because Jackie reached out to his company to get some electrical work done, and while Montez is trying to conduct himself as a professional during the visit, Jackie has other plans, and she pulls out every trick in the book to let Montez know that she's interested in more than just handiwork. The rest of the movie proceeds as Montez starts to pay for his deceitful ways. Now, there were several things that I liked about the movie Cons and Cougars. I was a huge fan of the overall story. In this story, we have Montez, who for the most part of the movie was a very unlikable character. Most of his actions are rooted in him being selfish and trying to get over on anybody who will allow him to. Montez then finally meets his match in his girlfriend Ivory because she shows him what it means to be crazy. So when it's all said and done, this movie was a perfect cautionary tale for men who think they can lie to women, because the type of things that happened in this movie were 100% realistic. I enjoyed the acting performances from all the actors in the movie. In my opinion, all the actors carried their own weight, and I was pleasantly surprised that Delicious could pull off dramatic acting in the way that she did in this movie. I also like the overall production for the movie. From the camera quality, to the wardrobe, to most of the editing, everything was on point. However, there were a few things that prevented me from giving this movie a perfect 10. First, there was the movie's pacing. There were several scenes, such as Jackie sitting at home and crying alone, that dragged on longer than they needed to be. I think that 15 minutes of the dead weight scenes could have been shaved off of this movie, and it would have had no negative impact on the movie. I also got to talk about the sex scenes. There were over 5 sex scenes in the movie, and the overall sex scenes looked realistic. But every woman that does sex scenes in this movie are trying their darndest to hide their areolas from the camera. Call me crazy, but if the goal is to make the scenes look as realistic as possible, then the actresses shouldn't have any issues being topless at the very least. If it's an issue, then just get a body double that doesn't mind doing it. In my past reviews, I continue to emphasize that if these movies insist on having a ton of sex scenes in them, then they might as well go all the way with them, because failing to do so is distracting and it gets old after a while. Now, this next point might be a nitpick, but for a movie to be named Cons and Cougars, I wish that the movie would have gotten some older looking women who were still sexy, but women who could pass the bona fide cougar test, like Rolanda from the Country Wayne skits. I also wish that the character Montez was shown being more of a con artist than he was in this movie. In this movie, Montez only truly conned 2 women, Ivory and the waitress, but if he had conned several other women throughout the movie, then I would have been completely sold on him being a con artist. I also wish that the movie made the romance between Jackie and Montez a little bit more realistic. These two went from cuddy buddies to potential husband and wife in a matter of a few weeks to a few months. To me, it was a little too much too soon. And lastly, a major issue that I had with this movie was the ending. By the end of the movie, Ivory's actions caused the death of her brother, the death of Jackie, and the near death of Montez. Yet, at the movie's ending, she was sent to the crazy house instead of the upper room. In my opinion, no character deserved to meet their own demise more than Ivory, so the ending was a little disappointed. Nevertheless, these are my thoughts about the movie. While the movie was far from perfect, I still got something out of it, and I would recommend that others check it out to judge for yourselves. But this marks the end of the review.